Good day, folks. It is I, your host, Lord Valderox, here with another, I guess you could say, challenge quest, tackling the fourth door in the set of quests for Edmund Dantes. Now, I'm not, like I said in my other previous videos, I'm not going to pretend that I don't know what's coming next, because that approach, while it may be fun, it's one of those things where, like, again, everyone might be doing this, but at the same time, the other thing is where if I try in tackling these quests knowing what the enemies are, then okay, and then setting up low-level servants again. Like I said, as much as I would like to tackle these quests with a set of low-level servants, my set of servants are leveled only to a certain extent. Yes, mainly because I focus on the SSRs, or the SRs as you want to call it. The only exceptions to these rules that I made are as follows. We'll go ahead and show. So, Edmund Dantes. So this quest features our first encounter with a ruler. Now, if you all recall correctly, rulers are only weak against Avengers and Berserkers. So, if you look at my roster, Shiki's going to deal with the Rider enemy that's stealing right there. And my Saber, Alter, and Hercules are the only exception to the rule in my team. And as you can see, the craft instances, I have Dragon Meridians that are all limit broken. So at the very least, they'll be starting with 50% Noble Phantasm. Nothing else to add. So from here on out, it's how they decide to carry themselves. And then Robin Hood, provided he doesn't get killed, he'll deal with enemy savers. And then Emmy as well. Emmy is an exception to this rule as well, because he was the one that I picked in the beginning when we were given the 4-star free 4 stars. So he's the exception, kind of. I guess you could say it kind of is an exception, because as I've been doing pulls, I've been getting him over and over and over, and you've been seeing my videos. I've been mentioning where like, oh, he's already in the MP5. This is my 6th, 7th time getting him. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's a very gray line for him since I decide to use him. But because he's one of my servants that if I had the ability and to use him, I would use him. So, enough explaining myself. So, the idea is I'm kind of hoping Robin Hood falls in battle. Yes, I know that's pretty messed up, but not before he takes down a couple of the enemies. Shiki, like I said, she's going to deal with that Rider enemy, which, if I'm looking at the screen correctly, she's going to have 92k HP, which should be within the killable margins. The only one that's going to be a problem is probably going to be the French soldiers with that Rider, because they have a nice chunk of 50k HP. Which means that the French soldiers in the previous battle will have to be killed. This battle, how do I put it? It's a battle of stalling, I guess you could say. Because, as many of you know, Jeanne d'Arc, her Noble Phantasm, she stuns herself and heals, yes, and grants invincibility. But again, she stuns herself for 2 turns. So it's one of the situations where, yes, you'll want to go after Jeanne at some point in the battle, but your primary focus is going to be the French soldier, which I believe he has target focus of some sort, and you want to deal with him first, because after that you want to deal with Giles. Giles, again, his Noble Phantasm doesn't do any damage, but overall, those 2 servants right there themselves, they're going to do damage. So, anyways, let us continue. Might as well just show it instead of continue talking about it. And it's one of those situations, like I said, if I do end up using command seals, that's my fault, because my servants aren't strong enough. Oh, good. You're awake. You can hear me, right, Valderox? I can tell. There's something I want to tell you. It's a record from a long time ago. A tale of vengeance. A story of emotions that never faded, even if everyone forgot about them. It is the story of a man. Good morning, Valderox. I'm sorry I'm whispering. You see, this morning, I'm not sure if it's morning though, Avenger seems rather angry about something, so you should probably try not to aggravate him. He's always angry. Is he? He doesn't seem that way to me. Usually he looks like he's having fun, but today... You're awake. We're going to the fourth judgment. Don't fall behind. He's gloomier than usual. Yes, that's right. Oh, and please take care today. I'll be praying that you come back safe and don't get hurt. I'll say this before we start. What you will kill this time is the fourth hall of judgment, is the avatar of wrath. Wrath, anger, fury, I define these as the strongest feelings. It can be a private rage that exists only within oneself, or an open rage against the entire world. Righteous rage draws people more than anything. Sometimes they even praise the tragedies it brings. A splendid vengeance, they call it. It doesn't matter who you are, or where you are. All humans love stories of revenge. And that bastard refuses to admit this. She denies anger, the most pure emotion. Even placed in the role of the fourth lord, she still speaks of salvation and forgiveness. Unforgivable, unforgivable. False salvation makes me want to vomit. Do you like wrath that much? Don't ask me something so stupid. Let's go. You're here, then, enemy of the righteous who would lead the lost soul to further abyss. The other me was inflicted with madness, but I am Giles Derise, the knight who stands with the holy banner. My blade of righteousness shall condemn you. Saber Giles Derise. He's slightly different than the last one. That bastard must have dragged him here. Right behind that knight, behold. Look, there she is, bearer of the holy banner. She who foolishly calls herself a mediator, who speaks of God's blessing. Servant ruler, I know your true name. Cursed Jeanne d'Arc, the woman who willingly came to the prison tower to stand in my way. Avenger, yes, your words are true. I have come here to stop you. As one who was once a leader, I stand in your way. She's the avatar of wrath? That's right. Jeanne d'Arc is the avatar of wrath. You should know this by now. She believed in humanity, believed in God, and was betrayed and burned at the stake. An eternal flame must burn within her heart. No, that flame should be her core. You should know sadness. You should be black flames of anger, hatred, and rage. You who are the most worthy of the fourth judgment. No, Avenger, I never felt wrath. I will not judge Valderox. I lack the right and the will. Even if I do not manifest here properly, it matters not. What? It is you, Avenger. Poor raging soul who is destined to hate the world and humanity forever. I will save you, just as the holy banner still shines within the Chateau d'If. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Shut up! Jean. Butchered up his line. Jean, please stand back. My blade belongs to you and God, and now is the time to wield it. Giles, no, he needs mine. That dark presence, the black hatred in this prison tower, even the salvation of the Lord cannot reach his soul. Oh, holy maiden, that is not the soul you think it is. A soul gone mad must be judged by the blade. That's right, I am an avenger from beyond the horizon of love and hatred. Everyone says that is what I must be. They tell me to hate, to kill, to bury all my foes. And so that is what I shall be. I shall exact my vengeance on the world as you wish me to. My beloved Heidi. Hyde? Or Haiti? Isn't here, nor is the noble Abbe Faria, so even God cannot save my soul. Haiti, Abbe Faria. You too, my temporary master. You won't save me either. You cannot. These black flames shall never disappear. I have no choice. I cannot stop you with words. I will fight. Giles, lend me your power. As you wish. Oh, holy maiden, may victory go with you and the banner of the Lord's light. Come, come. I always wondered what God thought of me. Listen, master. No matter what she says, she is the Lord of the Hall of Judgment. Thus you must fight and win if you want to survive. Kill that holy maiden. This really sucks because, as I mentioned before, John is my all-time favorite servant. She's on my favorite in terms of who's sitting on my favorite for the team, like where we go to my room, and she's my first servant to be at MP5. So, mixed feelings about this one, but we got to go through with it. Gotta protect Robin Hood. In this battle, I'd say it's up to you if you want to stall, but the thing is, more likely than not, they're gonna go after my archer, so I want to take them down as it's not as fast as I'd like to, but fast enough. Well, yeah, I knew it. They're going after Robin. Charge up Yoshiki for the next battle too. I neglected to say that. That way she's ready to take on the next enemy. And if she isn't charged all the way, so long as you get her to 80%, her, I believe is it her third skill, Yin Yang, should have enough to increase her to max NP. And here, you kind of just hit that enemy hard and fast. Let's see. I guess you want the best chance to hit with more success. Didn't die. The worst possible outcome. You gotta hit her 3 times now. Really, really bad. Okay, well, no point in stalling, I guess. Take out the enemies around her, and then focus on her. I'm hoping Robin can at least annihilate those fools. And hopefully she doesn't use another barrier. Right, he's single target. Should have poisoned them, I guess. That soldier's annoying. But I'm not gonna waste any skills yet. We can't damage her until she's been hit 3 times, and she's probably gonna evade again. Okay, she's killable now, but whether or not she'll be killed, that's a whole different story. The worst possible outcome right now is that she decides to evade. I can do this. Actually, no, hold on. I'm gonna do that. No. It's, on my call, a waste of a stun right there. Just so I don't avoid losing any of my members. Do this. This. And I know I'll be wasting the poison skill, but I don't think Ramen's gonna be long enough to actually be in the next fight. So hopefully I'm not making a bad call here. He's at NP5, so he should hit. Yeah, that's a nice big chunk. Now, what I'm expecting here, not much, to be honest. If I really want to, I guess, Excalibur Morgan. Yeah, might as well. For what I want to get hit by that truck. I'm guessing, let's see. That annoying soldier back there is gonna have target focus, but if I'm correct. Yeah, I didn't do a lot of damage. Yeah. He wasted his skill on a servant that just got killed. I should probably take out that soldier first. Yep. From here, though, let's see. Probably should have done all green cards. Remember what I said, folks. I'm not too worried because, for one, the only one worrying here is the soldier, because he's the one that might have a noble phantasm that'll hit. Anyone else, though, is just kind of there. Let's see. I want to do this. This next turn, everyone's going to be protected by Johnny Ark's Noble Phantasm, so take the opportunity. If it's arts cards, use them. There's no point in trying to damage with rusted cards. Or if it's green cards, go for the quick cards. Plus he lowered his defense. Let's see. That's if we really want to, though. So, let's see. But then again, I think that apply ignore invincible only applies to yourself. Yeah. So, at the very least, Edmund will be able to hit through this. So, if I really wanted to. So, you simultaneously want to take them down, but I think right now I should start concentrating on John, my apologies. Yep, and they know. probably gonna kill Robin this turn. Yeah. They kill Edmund. Well, it's not necessarily game over, but it's annoying at this point. Good raise, Amias. I don't know if Vildever is gonna get his card, so if I can get Emi up there, then it'll be more than enough to take him down. So yeah, this is more like a struggle battle where you gotta maintain your servants, most of them alive, but just enough where you can start doing damage too. If only Amiya's Noble Phantom was invincible ignoring, I would take the cake. Let's see though, I want to build them up, so like I said, there's really no point. Someone's gonna die this turn. Again, this is where your ace in the whole sink Berserker comes in. Emi, do your thing, kill him. And now we have to deal with the Saint. She better attack Hercules with all her might, because Hercules is gonna go after her right now. Well, I'll take what I can get. You know, I might as well. Might as well. She should be dead. I hope. And there you have it, folks. The battle's feasible. Again, Hercules could easily be replaced with another Berserker, but he's really got to be staying in the back. You don't want to lose anything in this battle. It's the story of a man. The man was a sailor in Marseille, a happy man betrothed to a beautiful woman. But the man fell victim to a cruel trap. He was falsely convicted and sentenced for the crime of treason. No one came to his aid. He was denounced in secret, betrayed by an old friend. Even the judge became his enemy out of greed. And the man was sent to a prison tower in the Bay of Marseille. Yes, the prison tower, the island of despair, the Chateau d'If, from which no one returns alive. He was trapped inside a living hell, his days and years stolen from him. Sometimes the man wished that he might starve to death, so great was his despair. And then there was someone to give him a bit of guidance. An ancient wise man imprisoned there, Abbe Faria. The Abbe brought him hope. He was a tiny light shining at the bottom of the darkness. The man learned much from the Abbe, and when the priest died, he escaped. He took the place of the Abbe's corpse in its bag and escaped from the prison. By the time he made it out, 14 years had passed. With the treasure of Monte Cristo, he began his revenge. He enacted revenge upon those who had forgotten him. For 14 years, on the cruel world which had allowed his betrayal, The man took the life of those who had sent him to that hell one by one. Yes, it is a very cruel, brutal story. But the people loved it. They applauded him for bringing righteousness, wrath against evil. He called himself the Count of Monte Cristo, the one man to return alive from the living hell made by man and society. A man who abandoned pity, ethics, and everything good in the human heart and chose revenge. He is the world's most well-known seeker of vengeance. His name is... a mere fragment of a soul. You cannot extinguish the flames of my vengeance. Behold, your knight has fallen in battle, and now it's your turn, Jean, you false saint. I admit, this battle is over. This battle is yours. But I won't give up. I will stop you. All of your plans. She's gone. There's nowhere to run. Someday I will kill you. This is the Chateau d'If. None can ever return alive. Who are you, Avenger? Why are you asking this now? I am the one who guides your soul. I didn't tell you where you were going, did I? Oh, it's not to the Lord whom the saint and her knight worship. I will only take you to one place, a place beyond the horizon of love and hatred. Whether you give up or not, your soul is going there. When that happens, will you return alive, or will you be trapped forever, despair, go mad, and die? Look forward to it. I know, that is what I should have said. Wait and hope. Alright then folks, assessment time. But before that, my sync quartz fragment. So, 2 more sabers or archers or lancers, 1 more servant, wild beast. I may have to go out of my way to take them out, because I don't think there's any more wild beasts in this segment. Male servants, I may encounter them, maybe not. Anyways, thoughts on this quest being tackled right now, just a moment ago. So, the French soldiers in the beginning, take them as you will. Use them to charge up your MP, whether you choose to use them in the next turn or not. Again, if your Shiki lands her, again, her noble phantasm, he has the capacity to kill that shadow servant. So, with any luck, again, I was unlucky, so, poor me. With any luck though, you can take it out and then start working on those French soldiers real quick, because I almost had to deal with one of them but in order to avoid that I had to use a stun, which again, like I said, I was lucky. So, and then aside from that, the French soldiers themselves, at least in the second round, because in the first round, like I said, just make sure if you want, bring an archer there and kind of just have them ready for the next turn. But again, make sure you take them down somewhat fast, but not too fast, so you can at least charge up. At least make sure your assassin is charged up and ready to go. I recommend Shiki, like I said, because other assassins, while they may be able to do some damage, again, I can name what? Jinkei, there's Hassan of the Cursed Arm, even Kojiro. They can do good damage, but not enough nearly as high as Shiki's. And the battle is probably going to stagger against you guys. It won't be in your favor. And then, let's see. In the final battle, like I said, it's pretty much a stall battle of who gets to wipe out who first. You'd want to take out that soldier first because he has target focus. Then after that, you can concentrate your firepower on both Saber Giles and Joan of Arc. Primarily Joan of Arc because she has a ton more HP than Giles. Giles, again, he has no skills that'll boost his critical damage or anything like that. But again, they'll still do plenty of heavy damage. So long as you have an archer in your back arsenal. Again, I lost Robin Hood, only to be replaced by Emiya, so I was good. So long as you have another archer in the ranks to back you up, you should be good. Again, this battle is very situational because any one wrong move can cost you the whole quest. I just kind of hope that one of my friends who had to use his command seals because he recently started. Actually can make it through the game. Other than that though, like I said, this quest I'd rated kind of off the chance, because one wrong move because if they decided to go after my archer in the beginning, I would have to be forced to use Emiya early on, and Emiya kind of played somewhat of a role in the last battle. Let's hope it doesn't have to come to that, right? In the case though, this is your host, Lord Valrox. I'll be up again with another quest that'll be coming up soon. Looking ahead though, our next competitor is going to be Caligula. And I will say this, Caligula is very dangerous. He has a skill that allows him to raise his crit to 80%. So, and coupled with the fact that these servants are stronger than normal, he's going to do a lot of damage. So, letting you guys know ahead of time, focus on that guy with a single target noble phantasms. And it looks like since we'll be facing Lancers, and he still remains as a berserker, you're welcome to bring powerful single target sabers. The only one that comes to mind as far as single target sabers is Faber. But again, as much as I would love to use him, taking a quick little detour here, try not to make the video longer than needs to be, my Faber isn't exactly what you'd call battle ready. He's only at level 40, none of his stats are maxed. I could get him to 50. His skills are at level 3. Sure, his noble phantasm is fine, but unless of course I can get him at least to level 60, he's not going to provide much help in that battle. And you could bring along what? Saber Lily? Where is she? But again, she's one of those servants where, sure, she's a Saber class, but her noble phantasm for this situation, she's not going to do a lot of damage. Even with her skills. Sad to say she doesn't shine much outside of her own little, I guess you could say, event. But yeah, Caligula is going to be a very tough contender to face with in the next round. Well, hopefully you guys can witness my video and see how I'll tackle him. I'll try it again, like I said. In this battle, like I brought along more or less low level servants, kind of. The only exception to this rule was, again, like I said, Hercules, and well, then again, I could have swapped out Hercules. The only reason I have Hercules in the back right there was, like I said, he's gaining just his bond points. It could have easily have been any other berserker, because if you saw, the berserker in the end didn't do much, I guess you could say, impact. Yeah. So you can rule out Hercules. The only one that I broke with this rule was really Saber Altar. Could have easily been, like I said, Giles if you have Giles, but I don't have Giles, and I guess I could have put in Saber Lily, but Saber Lily would have just been more pain than helpful in anything else. Other than that though, folks, my apologies. Again, this is your host, Lord Valrox. I wish you all good luck on the quest. At the time of this posting of this video, it might be already, some of you already tackled this quest, or some of you might be even catching up. Again, who knows? I'm not expecting everyone to be tackling the quest right then and there as soon as it pops up. Some of you might be taking the time to actually gather XP cards to be leveling your servants, which I would advise in favor of that, because as far as I can see, the quests do not expire, but I'm not going to tell you that and say, oh, wait until X time, because, well, then again, like I said, I don't see these quests expiring anytime soon, so take your time to gather XP cards if you have to. Tackle the quests if you feel mentally prepared to take them down. And again, don't be afraid to use command seals. And also at the same time, if you merit the worth of using a quartz after your command seals, that's up to you. I'm not saying you have to, because again, the rewards, while they may be nice, it's one of those things where like you weigh down and say, is a quartz really worth spending on getting these said items? Since again, the XP, if we check back on the XP, wasn't all that great, wasn't all that bad either, but the items themselves, you can get them almost anywhere else. In any case though, this is your host, Lord Valrox. Once again, wish you all good luck on the quest, and if you like what I'm doing, you know what, give it a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe. Thank you again, folks, and again, do take care.